Well, I'm in Glen Ellen, Illinois, ready to help a big blended family who desperately need my help. Why don't we all take a look?
Hi, we're the Atkinsons. I'm John.
And I'm Jen. From my previous marriage, I have 2 daughters, Amanda, who's 14.
Mom, just shut up!
And Abby, who's 13.
I have a daughter from my previous marriage, Julia, who's 10. And together we have Reese and Maeve. Reese is 4. And Maeve is 2.5.
It's extremely challenging having a blended family. There are a lot of different dynamics going on in our household at one time.
Well, this is a big melting pot, right?
I hate you.
Reese is extremely stubborn and willful.
All right, stay with Mommy.
No, I want Daddy.
Run.
I want to hold Daddy.
Reese has very bad separation anxiety, from John in particular. She flips out. She screams so much. She's actually damaged her vocal cord. For 6 years, when I was a single parent, it was me, Abby, and Amanda. It was like the 3 musketeers. We were extremely close, but we're losing that connection.
Why do you keep going on about it?
All right, I'm gonna go clean up, and I'm gonna be quiet. You
Good.
guys can talk.
Good.
It bothers me a lot.
I don't even think they want Mum around.
Mom, you're pissing me off. Can you just leave?
Amanda is a handful, to say the least.
Mom, what's wrong with you?
If I step in and try to give her any kind of direction or guidance as her mother. If you do your homework now, you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the break.
Why are you on my case? I don't want to do it.
She becomes almost explosive.
Everything I want, we can never get.
Here's the ABCs of grocery shopping.
No, I don't give a
Did she just say what I think she said?
Don't touch me. I said don't touch me.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Reese has started to kind of have the attitude towards me that Amanda has.
Get out of my face.
Stop being in my face.
Oh, this has got to get better.
Supernanny, there are so many issues here that we need to address.
Oh my God, shut up.
We're up to our necks in this. What are you doing?
To make this work, it's probably the most important thing right now.
We need some help.
Wow, I've certainly got my work cut out for me, haven't I, eh? So hold on, because I am on my way. I'll see you soon. Hello.
Hello.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Jo.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jen.
Hi, pleasure. Hi, John. Jo. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Pleased to meet you.
This is Reese.
Hi, Reese. Pleased to meet you. I'm Jo. How you doing?
Good.
Good. It's actually really nice to meet this big blended family, and it's going to be interesting just watching how they all interact with one another and the relationships that they have with each other. There's another one here, right, in the family?
There is Julia.
Julia.
She's at her mom's house right now.
Right,
But
okay.
she'll be coming over later today.
Fabulous. So I'll get a chance to meet her as well.
Absolutely.
Just before lunchtime, I got a really good feel of the relationship between Mum and Amanda.
Just make me pasta.
Just with garlic salt, right?
No.
Huh?
Sauce.
Okay. It's real tricky with Amanda because she becomes very in your face, and usually it's directed at me.
Do you think if Amanda was in a shop and she was asking for a sandwich to be made, she'd talk the same way?
Well, there's not a lot of kindness shown to anybody when she's with me, but it's more me than anyone else.
You didn't tell any parts of you of how annoying you are and how you constantly ask me questions, want to be in my life all the time.
That's true. I do want to be in your life all the time.
No,
That
admit
is
how annoying you are.
I don't think I'm being annoying. I think that you don't like to be parented.
You're over the top.
You don't want to be
overprotective.
parented, though. I'm just
You
trying.
just need to leave me alone. That's what you need to do.
It's a very common situation where mums struggle to communicate and get on well with their teenage daughters.
I see your friends.
You gonna judge my friends again
No,
now?
I'm saying your friends are respectful to their parents.
Mom, will you just go away?
I have your pasta here.
Okay, give it to me and go away.
I probably should have challenged her and said, where is this coming from? This is crazy. You know, you need to be more respectful. But I did what I always do, which is keep calm and peaceful. So I basically looked like a crazy person, like just kowtowing to Amanda.
Reese!
I'm making a sandwich for
Don't
the girls.
sit in my spot. Reese, get off.
Amanda, there's other places.
John, I always sit here.
When Amanda does something that I don't agree with, Amanda will talk back, and I try to let it go. And and avoid the situation, but it has become confrontational at times.
Are you eating?
No. It's just a very, very uncomfortable situation.
Reese, you know you only sat there to annoy me.
No, I didn't. You were doing something else.
Was my plate there or was it not? Yeah, it was.
She's 4 and you're 14. You don't need to fight over a chair. That's disgusting, Amanda. Put your stuff in the sink. That's disgusting. I tend to be the nice guy. I try to negotiate with everyone first, and that's just my demeanor, and you know, it just hasn't worked up to this point.
I have not felt comfortable disciplining Julia, and John has not felt comfortable disciplining my girls. So it's kind of made everything a bit chaotic in our household.
It was shortly after lunch that Dad went to pick up Julia, who he has joint custody of from a previous marriage.
I'll be back in a little while, okay?
And as he went to leave, Reese panicked.
Stay with Mama. I'll be right back.
Mommy, no.
I'll be right back, honey. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I want to get the dog.
John's a strong man. He could have easily have taken Reese's arms away from his neck, but he chose not to.
It's not gonna be nighttime. John had just left, and Reese did something that I've never seen her do before. Get back here right now. She took off running down the driveway. I mean, just running. Hey, Reese, it's not a game. Get back here right now.
Reese ran down the driveway because she was so upset that her dad had left. If your kid can get as far as going out of the driveway and turning around the corner, you've not dealt with the situation quick enough. She's going off.
I'm not chasing you.
It's crazy.
Now we're going in. No more outside for us.
Finally, she went at least 4 times down that driveway. And in the meantime, there was the possibility of her being endangered by the passing cars. Little Reese didn't calm down until Dad came back with Julia.
Hi, girls.
Hi, I'm Jo. Nice to meet you. How are you? Good. Very well, thank you. I was watching Julia play basketball when I heard arguing going on inside.
No. You need to stay.
Okay, whatever. Just start drama with me, just get away.
And when I got inside, I saw Mum in a terrible state over something Amanda had just said. What's going on? What's she doing?
I told her, put the chips away, because I'm about to start making dinner.
Yeah.
And she said she wishes I would die. I try to get close to her every single day. But it turns into like ugliness, every exchange that we have.
What do you think she's so mad about?
If I knew, I would fix it immediately. If I knew, I would fix it immediately.
It's incredibly hurtful for a mother to hear her own daughter say what she did. But to really understand that anger, I need to know where it's coming from. What can I do to help you girls?
Pretty much, I'm never happy in the house, and I think I affect everybody's moods.
Tell me what
I don't know how to change.
But the question is, do you want to change?
Yeah. I want to actually sit down and, like, be able to talk to my mom without being annoyed.
Has she ever taken the time to go, right, girls, let's sit down and have a chat?
She has.
But we always like tell her to go away, and like we're never. I guess I don't know.
Because we don't know how to change. We don't know how to change what's been going on. I want a relationship with my family.
Amanda's very angry, but underneath she's very hurt. She's cut herself off from the rest of the family, and it's got to a place where it needs fixing. What I'm going to say to you is good night now. It's been a very long, interesting day, There's certainly a lot of anger with regards to Amanda's behaviour. Jen is completely frustrated. John needs to be more assertive. And Reese certainly needs her anxiety to be dealt with. I'll see you tomorrow for the family meeting.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Exactly how hard is she gonna come down on John and I? I have no idea. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a big day.
It's the morning of our meeting with Jo, and I'm pretty much jumping out of my skin with nervousness, anticipation, anxiety.
Let's talk about your blended family. The two of you choose to raise your children separately. The fact that you only discipline your child a certain way and your children from previous marriages doesn't show all the kids that there is this unity with regards to two parents coming together and being on the same page.
I agree. I think it worked in the beginning for maybe the first year or two. But then as the kids started getting older, especially the older ones, I think things changed a little bit.
Which brings me on to the next point, which is really all about rules. None of you really felt like you had permission to lay down rules for children that come from previous relationships.
We tried to put ground rules, and when we tried to enforce them, they laughed.
I think it's probably because you tried
Yeah.
and you see you didn't follow through.
Yep.
So if you mean something, you've got to follow through on it. Otherwise, you'll never be taken seriously. Yeah. Let's talk about separation anxiety. There's this whole shenanigans around when you leave. Reese clings onto your neck and, oh, John, you're so strong that you can't even take her hands off your neck. It's like, I think there's a little piece of you that kind of like this.
Yeah.
And then you're at a loss. I mean, you know, she shouldn't be running down the driveway and down the street. That could have been handled with a proper timeout.
Right.
What I really would love to concentrate on here is your relationship with Amanda and Abby.
Yep.
You and Amanda and Abby went through transition. Things changed to a place where these girls didn't really know what to do or where their place was or how they fit in or what would happen. There's so much that needs to be clarified with the three of you. Again.
That's a very emotional subject for me. Very emotional.
I think they feel it too. We're going to work on mediating through situations that have affected all three of you to get you to a better place.
I'm glad.
I'm very, very excited to work with you guys as a family because there is so much that does need to be done, but so much that we can be very optimistic about. All right, so let's make it happen, yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
Yes,
it.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
The Atkinson family have a lot of issues to work through. I wanted no distractions. Where you see a black sheet, it means not touchable. Okay, can't touch, can't use, it's no go.
She went right to the television, and I was like, oh no.
That's your television?
And then she went to the computer.
Oh my God.
Oh God, no. Oh no.
Oh Lordy.
Finally, I had one last touch to add, the icing on the cake. You've got 3 minutes to let people know that all cell phones will be taken away and they will be given back at 7:30 every evening.
Why?
Because I need all of your attention. My word, anybody would have thought that there was a hurricane coming. Like, they grabbed their phones and they all darted off in different directions until the several minutes were up and in the phones went to the pot. And it will be like that for the whole duration that I'm here.
I was really surprised when she did that and kind of angry.
Amanda was not happy with what I did. And if looks could kill, I don't think I'd be here.
I thought it was ridiculous. I was so mad. I was infuriated.
With the technology put to the side, it means we can really focus on what's important. They're a big blended family, and all these children need to feel that they're being treated equally and fairly. We have clearly established one set of rules for kids that come from previous and another set of rules. It's not working. What this is going to have on it are rules that apply for all of the kids. So let's knock that out.
How about either like be kind with your words or use appropriate language?
That's fine. Joe sat Jen and I down at the table and had us write out house rules. This is something that we've tried in the past. There are things that we knew we wanted to hit on right away. We did it fairly quickly.
Be home on time.
Yeah.
After Mum and Dad had finished with the board, I had them explain it to the kids.
So rule number 1 is the use of appropriate language in the house, okay? So
That means no swearing. That's not even just swearing. That's just speaking kindly to each other.
I thought the house rules were a joke. I'm not a baby. My mom has tried that a million times and nothing ever pulls through.
the next one is be home on time. So Abby, Amanda, when you guys have to be home at 10 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. It's not 10:30, 10:45.
I think 10 is good.
Well, I disagree.
Well, you talk to me about what time
How
you
about
think
you
is
tell me
appropriate.
why 10 o'clock is appropriate to you? Yeah, that's what I thought. In the summertime, it's gonna have to be later because 10 o'clock's like really early.
Not for a 14-year-old.
Yeah, 10 o'clock's for like 7-year-olds.
No, it's not. All right, I'm gonna compromise and I'm gonna say 10:30.
It's freaking summer.
These teens were out of control. They needed to be put in check. And I didn't see Mum and Dad doing a good job. So I told Julia to take the younger kids away so that I could have a good firm talking to them. There are people that are out there that do drugs. And they'd like you to do that with them. There are guys out there that, trust me, would like their way with you after a few cans of lager. There are guys out there that would like to put you in the back of their car and not bring you back home here. Here is safe, out there's not.
Nobody's ever been that brutally honest with me. I was like, okay, maybe I should understand why my mom's so scared.
When you're ready, bring everybody back and let's carry on with the rest.
When these rules are broken, your mom and I will talk about what the consequences are, but the consequences for any one of these being broken is gonna be the same across all groups.
I feel really good about the fact that I've got rules that I can fall back on. There's no gray issues in our house anymore.
I like it. I like it.
My next task for this family was to get them straight on separation anxiety because it's been wearing down the whole family. Don't hug her, pacify her, because you're giving her mixed messages. You're validating that she has a reason and she feeds off that.
We coddled Reese. We fed into the drama and felt sad for her and guilty. We were making it actually worse than it should have been.
Then Jen, if she runs down the drive, you'll give her a warning about not going past there. And that if she then continues, she will go into timeout. Reese needs to realise that every time her dad steps outside the house, it's not an excuse to play up or be unsafe.
I'm gonna go to the post office real quick. Daddy, I'll be right back. Okay. Daddy, I'll be right back. Everything will be okay. Mommy's gonna play with you. Okay? I'm gonna take the car. I'll be
Come on,
right
Reese.
back.
We have lots of nice things to play with, Reese. Come on, Reese.
I'll be right back, okay?
Don't need a hug. It's not a big deal. The Anne's gonna be right back. It's not a big deal. It's nothing to be crazy.
Right, stop there. Just keep her out of harm's way. Bring her back over here. Go, love. That's it. Off you go.
Taxi now. Okay. Do not cross this line. If you cross this line, you are going in timeout.
Reese stood by the black line, crying. But then she looked over at Mum and she crossed over. Take her hand, put her straight into timeout.
I told you not to cross that line. You are in timeout for 4 minutes.
Set the timer.
But Reese was not going into that timeout without a fight by any means.
Come on, babe, let's play.
Straight up.
She's clinging to this chair with death grip. I mean, feet, hands. I put her right on that step. Just went on forever.
She needs to realise that you're in charge. She has to do as she's told and do that timeout. You do what you need to do, but let's keep going.
Hi, Reese.
And when John came back, as promised, Reese was still in timeout. All right, Dad, do you place her in timeout?
I think Joe realized how exhausted I was getting, and she had John jump in and give me a hand.
Finally, Reese stayed put.
Mommy told you not to cross that line, and you crossed the line. Say sorry to Mommy for not listening. Now, hug and kiss.
You know, I was just so glad that it was over at that point. I'm so tired and hot and exhausted.
What I'm hoping is that Reese understands that Dad does come back every time he leaves, and that when she decides to misbehave, oh yeah, there'll be a timeout. So we start to see a different Reese. With Reese making progress and Julia now at her mum's house, it gave me a nice opportunity to work with Mum and her teenage daughters. All right, Jen and Amanda, come with me, guys.
Okay.
There's an enormous amount of strain in the relationship between Jen and Amanda. A lot of stuff's not being said. A lot of stuff needs to be said because it's been sitting far too deep for far too long. So I decided to bring these girls to a park.
I do know that a lot of the anger and frustration is coming from a place where you really feel that you've not been heard. And that's what we're going to work on today. Come either side of me.
In between them both was a bag full of balloons full of water.
Get off your chest exactly what has been sitting here for years. You're gonna pick what's out of this bag and you're gonna throw it. You got it?
Yep.
All right, let's go. You're first, Amanda.
I thought that throwing water balloons and talking to my mom wasn't gonna get all my anger out that I had for my mom. You never really pay that much attention to me around the girls, and we never go anywhere that I want to go or do anything that I want to do because the girls have to be occupied, and it sucks.
I'm really, really tired of you swearing at me.
I feel like you never let me go places that I want to go because you're scared and you don't trust me.
I don't trust you because there have been times that you have not told me the truth, and I can't trust you. And I don't have a relationship with you, and that is painful. And every time you tell me that you wish I die, it kills me. I'm trying to communicate with you, and you don't want to communicate with me, and I have it up to here.
From you.
It's hard to be your mom,
I don't
me.
want to do this anymore.
I thought to myself, it's over. It's not gonna work.
And at that stage, I knew I had to talk her around to coming back to face what she needed to deal with.
You go
I don't
to
want
me.
to do this anymore.
No, you know why?
Everything's always my fault.
Come here.
If you want to be treated like you're not a baby, then you can't do what babies do and walk. You got to step up as a young woman and take the heat. If you quit on everything. You quit on yourself. You said to me you want change, right? Do not quit on yourself. Do not quit on your family. Do the right thing.
I stayed and I went back to my mom because I felt that it was important, and Joe's words stick into your head.
When Amanda came back over, that gave me a lot of hope. That she's saying, you know, I'm willing to work through it with my mom. Like, I want the relationship. And that meant the world to me.
I love you more than anything in the world. I want to get along. Please tell me where the anger's coming from. What did I do?
I don't know. I don't.
Follow me, the pair of you.
We used to have a really strong relationship, and then change happened, and everything was different.
Okay, this is work it out.
This time, it wasn't talking in anger, it was trying to have a real conversation, which Amanda and I had not had for a very long time.
I think it's gotten past the point where I even know why I don't like you so much. When we're together in family situations, it's always Reese and Maeve first. I don't know, let's just all go out to lunch, just me, Abby, and you. You know, it's never that, it's always for Reese and Maeve.
If you knew how much I would love to do that, I would do that today, tomorrow.
Sounds good.
I love you, Amanda.
Why did you really do that?
Because I don't like to be touched.
But she didn't get up and hug you. She just reached out for a hand. And in order for you to receive what you are wanting, you're going to need to just let down that wall just slowly. There were great efforts between Mum and Amanda with repairing their relationship, but a lot of emotions have been bruised. When I come back, there's going to be more work to do. Before I left for 3 days, it was important for me to round all the family up to say goodbye. There was John and his daughter Julia, and Jen and Abby and Amanda from her previous marriage, and little Reese and Maeve from their marriage now. So this is the part where I go away for several days, because you have to learn to be able to do this without me around.
Without Joe there, we're gonna have to try this out all on our own. I wanna keep the positive stuff going with Amanda and Abby while she's gone.
I will see you soon. Keep it together as a family.
Sounds good.
No.
All right?
I'm nervous because I don't want things to get bad again.
The Atkinson family are doing fair right now. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't slightly anxious about how things are going to pan out when I'm gone for 3 days. I'll have to see. I've been gone for 3 days, and yes, I'm interested to see exactly how this blended family have done whilst I've been gone, especially to see how Jen has got on with her teenage girls.
I know that Joe is gonna call us out on the things that we haven't done right.
I think she's probably going to see some things that might be pointed out as still needing some work.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Hello. All right, who's ready to take a look?
Absolutely.
Yeah? All right.
We've got some time today to just hang out, the three of us. So I was thinking maybe we can go and get some coffee and just hang out and chit chat. Did you notice we passed by the martial arts place that you guys used to go to?
Yeah.
Do you remember that I used to put a bow in your hair every time that you went? I can get the image out of my mind of Abby sitting in that go-kart. Just waiting for somebody to come help her.
zooming by.
And everybody's zooming by. You guys, I think this was like an awesome day. I love this day.
It
Being able to
was
spend
fun,
the day
though.
with you guys. It
This
was
is fun.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
We'll make more time tomorrow, little by little.
Let's go.
Three Musketeers, here we go.
Enjoy?
I just can't tell you how much I love that time, even that small period of time.
Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Did you feel it from the girls as well?
Oh, felt positive all around. I mean, it was like we were back 6 years ago. The conversations we used to have, everybody laughing and talking and giggling.
And the point is, it doesn't matter what you do, it's just spending time. You know, that's what's important. It's very lovely to see.
I got to take a ride. You're going to stay here. I'm going to be right back, honey.
Say bye. See you later.
Babe, I'm staying.
Look at Reese. What a good girl
Good
she
girl,
is.
Reese.
Oh, my goodness. I was just going to sit down and have a talk with Reese about how absolutely amazing she's being.
Good job. Good job, honey.
Well done, the pair of you.
Went really well.
Why do you think it worked?
We knew that we didn't need to feed into the drama. It needed to just be very easy departure, have her occupied with something else. It was great. It was amazing.
Absolutely fantastic when you think about how it was in the beginning.
Yeah, it was.
Right, let's move on to these warnings.
I don't want you sitting on the counter.
Ow, Mom.
I don't want you sitting on the counter. I don't want you sitting on the counter. Go inside.
All right, straight away, what was wrong with that? When you give a warning, what do you do and you didn't do it there?
I'm standing way above her.
Yeah, and what else?
She's facing the other way, and I'm talking to the back of her instead of I should be face to face with her, and she should be looking at me.
Correct.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you something. Here's your warning. Here's your warning. If you go up there again, I told you no counter. If you go up there again, you're gonna go in timeout. Reese, it's too windy. We're not gonna open it. Close it, Reese.
No.
Reese, close it. If you open it again, you're going in timeout. Open it again and you're going in timeout. Did you understand me?
Busted. That's not good. That's not good.
It's not good.
You know what you're supposed to be doing. You're making
do.
choices not to do what's right.
Admittedly, I know I'm not good at this. So for me, this is a new thing, and I'm having a real hard time grasping it.
But you are labelling, you are putting a label on yourself. You're giving yourself an excuse. Discipline, John, kids, and you've gone, oh, I'm no good at that, and you've ticked it off. You know, instead of looking at it as, okay, this is something I need to learn, and I will learn this because it's necessary, and the children are going to benefit from this as well. We're not out the woods yet. There are a few things that I need to make sure you've got underneath your belt before I leave.
Okay.
So let's knuckle down and just get on with some more work. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've learnt through the DVD that Dad thinks that he does a bad job when it comes to discipline, so he doesn't bother at all. I'm going to need to change that. So, John, is there a particular name that you give somebody who's learning to drive?
Student driver?
Right, so what does normally a student driver need when they're learning?
Time to practice.
So that's what we're going to give you.
Okay.
We're going to give you time to practice with all of the kids. I gave Dad a little exercise to take his girls out for a walk so that he could step up and give these girls time out if they misbehave. I also gave him a little T-shirt just to remind him that he is a beginner and it's okay. But I tell you what, if he doesn't shift out of neutral, things won't change.
You guys ready to go for a walk? Okay. As soon as we got out of the driveway, Maeve started to cry. Come on. Come on. Maeve, you have to walk. Maeve, you have to walk. You have to walk. Maeve, you have to stop crying. If you don't stop, Maeve, look at me. Maeve, if you don't stop crying, you're gonna be in timeout when you get home. Come on.
Maeve didn't calm down, and so when we got home, I was keen to see if Dad was going to follow through.
You were being bad. You didn't listen to Daddy, and you're gonna stand here for 2 minutes, okay?
Sure enough, Dad followed through. He did a really great job. And I believe this man is now realising, yeah, I can do it.
Are you sorry?
Yeah.
Next time Daddy tells you to walk, are you gonna walk? Give me a hug. Discipline is good, and setting those boundaries is very important for structure in our house. I'm gonna practice being more assertive, not giving them 2 and 3 and 4 or 5 chances. I'm definitely gonna work on that in the future.
Mum has made tremendous progress with her teenage daughters, but there is a lot of pain, hurt, anger, and unless we really get to the bottom of this, it really won't get any better. This book is going to take you on a journey. I wanted to give these girls the opportunity to write down on paper what they were feeling inside. I mean, they've never been given the opportunity to be heard.
When we were together and it was just us three, I felt like everything was at peace. Once she found John, I felt that I turned invisible and was no longer there. My mom now had John and she was happier. I felt not as strong and something in my heart was different, and that was never resolved.
I wrote that I was jealous and unsure because I didn't know what was gonna happen next. I felt unequal because maybe the little ones needed more attention than I did. And I felt quiet and unheard because I missed the old times.
Why didn't you ask us if it was okay if you married John?
I just took it for granted that you guys would be as happy as I was when I married him, and I didn't necessarily feel like I need to ask your permission, but I do think that I should have.
Talk to us.
Yeah, I guess I should have done it better than I did. Sorry.
My mom has so many emotions that I never even paid attention to and I didn't care about.
After everybody's emotions had simmered down a little bit, I wanted to draw back the focus on the future. Right, let's have a good old chat and talk about our next chapter. Where are we going? What are we doing, girls?
Well, I think we should have more conversations.
I want you to trust us more and know that we're not gonna do wrong things.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. This old chapter, new chapter exercise with Amanda and Abby is something that I will never in my entire lifetime forget.
How about you try gymnastics?
Like go to a park and try to like cartwheel around and stuff? Really?
She'll like break her neck.
I'll try it. It's impossible to put into words. What it did was it started to give me my daughters back, and that's the greatest gift ever.
I see people walking down the streets with their family and they have such great relationships, and if I could just do that with my mom, that would be awesome. This is actually where things are gonna change.
This family really have made a concerted effort to come together. So I got Julia back to do one last project. I wanted to reassure them again that they are one big blended family making progress. I really want you to design your own family crest. I had each family member think of different things that represented their family and then draw them. We're going to symbolize through your crest your family strength.
I'm doing that.
Mine is, yeah.
It was fun looking at my girls and seeing what they came up with. A butterfly, you know, change, a heart for love, a peace sign. Our family hasn't had many peaceful days in the past, 5 years.
Okay, how are we doing?
I think we're good.
And once this family had all come together and decided on these family designs, it was Amanda who was designated to put it on the family shield.
Yeah, I like that.
You want to paint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good job, Julie. That looks cool.
We were all like talking and having a good time, and I really liked that.
So we'll do blue, and then we'll use that.
We got to all spend time together, and Maeve and Reese had a good time too. Yeah, and we laughed about painting.
We'll wash it off later.
It was just a warm feeling at that moment that everyone was working together to accomplish a task, and it was really neat to see.
This actually looks pretty cool.
You're doing a good job, Amanda. I think it's real good.
Our family is beginning to get really fun, and I feel like everything is gonna get better.
Go ahead, guys, start gluing stars.
I really love it. You guys pleased with it?
I am, very much, yeah.
I just was able to look at them and see that everybody got something positive out of this experience. And it was all put together in one big Atkinson family crest, which is beautiful.
Good job, everybody.
Doesn't it? It looks really good.
Yep, perfect place.
Come here, let me give you all a hug and a kiss.
How do you say goodbye to somebody like Joe? Our family is together. It's not his kids, her kids. We're family, period.
Hi, John. Take care.
Joe, thank you for helping out my family and showing us what it meant to be a family again.
Amanda.
I love Jo. She's done so much to change our family that I didn't think anyone could do.
Julia.
Bye-bye, Jojo.
Take care of yourself
Bye-bye.
as a family. When I first arrived at the Atkinson family, they had fallen apart at the seams, but they made the effort in pulling themselves back together. They now celebrate their blended family, and they do have a brighter future.